go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Sophie, and today we're gonna be doing a current favorites bookish edition. But before we start the video, I'm just gonna do the calendar swap. It's been a long time since this really happened. Yeah, last week I just decided to drop it because I decided to drop it. And that week said it is more important in which direction you go than how fast you go. Which kind of makes sense. Like, if you think about it in an educational way, so it is more important than that you take your time to find the right education for you than just speed run through your education. So that was a little bonus one. Oh, wrong way. Let's get to this week. Oh, there's these beautiful, I believe it's trees. It could also be feathers, but I think it's trees. The best part of life's journey is not where you go, but who you go with. I feel like that's kind of the same as the last thing. And I'm sorry for the sounds. You can sit down. My boyfriend just entered the room. Anyway, yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's more important who you surround yourself with in your life. So you are around people that make you happy instead of like just finding a place that's happy, because it's easier to find that place with people that makes you happy. Anyway, let's just start the real part of the video. Or I guess that's the real part, but doesn't matter. I wrote the stuff down because otherwise I can't remember it. So the first thing is my favorite song to listen to while reading at the moment, and it is this. It's a Danish song, and I just put it on repeat instead of a playlist, and it's called Piano Man, which is just Piano Man. And it's like kind of old, but I don't know, it's really cozy and it just helps me focus. And another thing that you also listen to is a podcast, and my favorite bookish podcast right now is Books Unbound, which is made by Ariel Bissett and Raylene. I can't remember her last name, but you can find it on Spotify. It is so calming. I usually just listen to it for like whatever I do, like cleaning, tidying up, just chilling in general. It's so nice and fun. And the next thing is my favorite reading journal spread. And this is one I made recently. That's why there's only 8 months. But it says, "Did you read today?" And then down here I made some books that say, "Well done." And I'm just really fan of how it turned out. And yes, it's really nice. Especially this part, because there's not really any mistakes compared to this part. But then I can just mark like how much I read that day. So if I read 1 to 20 pages, I can just mark it with a circle. If I read 21 to 50 pages, there's a square, and 51 to 100, there's like an underscore, and 101 plus, there's a cross. Yes. I'm really a fan of this, and I'm so happy about how it turned out. And then the next thing on my list is my favorite place to read at the moment, which is outside. So I'll just insert a clip of me showing that place right now. Hi! So this is my favorite place to read at the school. As you can see, it's outside, which like in the winter it wouldn't be, but now it's spring, almost summer, so it is. I usually just bring like a picnic blanket and then I lay it somewhere around this place. Yeah. This is my favorite place to read. And then back to my room. No. So that was my favorite place to read. And the next thing is my favorite bookmark. Which my favorite is just a postcard with a cat. That to me it looks like it's praying, but I don't know if it is. And I don't know where it is. But it's like with a blue background and a cat that stands up like this, kinda. And then yeah, not that I'm a big prayer, but it just looks really sweet and it just works better than the bookmark I'm using at the moment. So, and then I have my favorite snacks to eat while I read, and just in general, which are these Sour Patch watermelons. And I just like, they're the greatest discovery I've ever done. I think I'm kind of addicted. Yeah, that's problematic, but I love to eat these while I read because they don't get my books or my hands greasy, and they're just really tasty, and you aren't sitting with like some big thing that you have to eat all of it. So that's nice. And then for the last one, I just have a bonus because I didn't know what to call it. And for that I have an app kind of thing, which is a library app. So I just typed in like my login for the library and which library I usually have, and then I can borrow ebooks and audiobooks, and I can also reserve physical books if I want to read a physical book and get it at the library, which is really nice because, like, you know, yeah, library books are cheaper because I don't have to buy them, and they're better for the environment. And with that, there's like another app which called e-reol, which is just like where you actually get the ebooks and audiobooks. It's kind of from that page instead of the library app, but they kind of go together. It's difficult to explain. But yeah, those were my favorite bookish book. Blah, blah. I can't speak today. Those were my current favorite book things, stuff. You get it. You've seen the title of the video. Yes. Anyway, just have a good day and get to reading a lot. See you.